is a view of the light, a fire burning through the night. Oh, we rise, we shine, we take the fight. Oh, a view of the light.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to one more heart-sharing, open-hearted time on Spirit Sessions, A View of the Light. You could see T-Dubs, Teresa Warren, offering us a lovely smudge. So just allow the sacred smoke to embrace you, cleansing away anything that does not serve you, anything you want to let go of, and just embrace yourself, the beauty that you are. Rhonda Elliott is also here with us, a cerulean forest Reiki, and so much more. These are labels. We know we're so much more. We're like universal zip drives, right? And we just open up, creating beautiful fractals of creation together. So, welcome, welcome. And we are thrilled to be able to feature our very own Teresa Warren as our, special guest for today. Every year, Teresa likes to feature something honoring the divine feminine, within us, whether we were born with a womb or not, all of us. So today it's the unleash the voice of your inner goddess. And Teresa's going to be sharing about what we can expect over the next few weeks of the voice of the divine feminine unleashed. 2026 begins. And this is something that's done between Earth Day and Mother's Day, the series of 4 calls, I believe. And in this year, each weekly guest, will bring her wisdom, experience, and heart forward to sharing how the feminine is rising within us all. And this is so needed now with all this topsy-turvy time. This honestly couldn't be well timed. And so, Teresa, I understand you're going to be offering us a little glimpse behind the curtain for the inspiration, and maybe do a little, whatever you want to share about we may be exploring or as the weeks unfold. And I think there's also a nice little wrap-up party at the end
Oh
too. And
yeah. Everybody's invited to this cool wrap-up party we have, complete with swag bags. So that's going to be fun.
oh,
Okay, this year's Divine Feminine series is different. See, every year I keep feeling that energy between Earth Day and Mother's Day. Oh, that's a lot of feminine energy there. And it's like, there's got to be something exciting we can do with it. And there's so many alignments and things going on always. It's an exciting time. So there's got to. So then I started inviting guests to be on at that time to do part of the series. But then I realized, after mentoring with Jessica, learning to do all this online stuff, tech, whatever, I started realizing that I could actually bring it all together more coherently. Like, instead of just random part 1, part 2, now part 1 and part 2 and part 3, they're all part of it in part 4. Yes, we're going to pull cards in the middle. So we're going to have a break. But within that break, when we're pulling the cards, we're also going to we'll speak, have the divine feminine come through and bring a message. And so that'll be fun. But you guys want to hear about the guests then?
oh,
I think you know them all. I think we know them all for sure. You want to hear
Sure.
about it?
Yeah.
oh,
We're
absolutely.
so excited today.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so this year we've got 4 speakers. Okay, so that's kind of like 4 positions. The maiden, the mother, the priestess, and the crone. And so, how do these things fall together behind the scenes? Well, on April 19th, part 1, we have Kirolani, and she's sharing with us how creativity is not a luxury, it's a basic human need and one of the most direct pathways to embodying the divine feminine. And I find that true too. Don't you guys? creativity, you know what I mean? Dropping from here into here, right?
Yeah, I think that's like in our genetics. And that's why even when we were doing our repair work way back as cave women, we put in creativity in to make it our own and to help, I don't know, magicify it. I don't know how you would say it, to make it more than just a utilitarian task. We did more with it. It
Yeah.
became part of our magic.
Yeah, and it was so easy too back then to get together as women and to do things together like that. And a lot of times, I know Teresa Clan gets together a lot, and you do. Sometimes it's easy to just sit home and watch it all on video. So it's really nice, and I admire that, because that getting together with other women, heart to heart, drum to drum, or whatever it is you're working with, that those are all beautiful ways to come there. Dancing together, or if it's me, I'm going to be dancing by myself, so nobody can see that stuff. But dancing brings us to that space. Writing, journaling, thinking, well, not that kind of thinking, creative thinking, like, wow, I can't remember what that's called, but
Like
Or
meditating.
like inspiration. Like,
well, yeah, the daydreaming almost even it is a way to sit there and catch what's going on as you're sitting there. Things are going on, but yet your focus is blurry enough to allow the intuition, which is very divine feminine, to come in and stuff like that, right?
yeah, absolutely. And for me, when I'm in a creative flow, it's a flow state of
Oh, yeah.
ease and grace. And it just feels so aligned with the divine energy. Where if I'm doing paper crafting, it's like, oh, that goes there, and that's exactly where it's going. And it's just a way of weaving aspects of whatever's around me. As a creatrix, as a creator, it feels very sacred and precious. And even just singing in my car, which is the best for my community.
Yeah, I understand this. Yes.
It's only make a joyful noise. Remember, it didn't say anything about being on tune.
There we go. There we go. But it feels juicy and rich. And I think for me, that's the epitome of like spirituality or spiritual expression. So this is really important. It's not like an aside or when we get to it. No, this is at the center of, we are invited to have this at the center of everything we do. And thank you, Teresa, for bringing that to the forefront so we can honor and celebrate that and encourage each other to embrace that part of ourselves without fear.
Yeah, I love this. So now you see why Kiralani specifically, she does Qigong, which is like Qigong, but she communicates with the trees and stuff like that. So it's Qigong. Kiralani is a longtime friend of the show, and it's so good. She's here at the opening, the maiden, the inspiration and all that, and kind of what she's sharing. She's continuing with the creativity. It's like, what happens when your voice has been suppressed for many years, or your creativity, been pushed down either by others or by yourself because you felt safer, whatever the reason? Can you still get in touch with that? And so that's what she's going to be sharing with us, because it's never truly lost. And now, like kind of almost like you're saying, Teresa, now is the time to bring that forth. So that's the first one. That's next Sunday. So I'm so excited about that. The Sunday after that, April 26th, is another favorite here, Dr. Amber Wolf. Woo woo.
Are we doing the messages and meditation on the 26th or Amber Wolf?
Amber Wolf is on the 26th. The card pulls are on 5/3.
Oh, okay. Got it.
May 3rd. Yeah,
May 3rd.
Okay,
May
got
3rd.
it.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And so this position, this is the second one, okay, after the opening, and then the second one. And then so that's the mother. And so guess what Amber Wolf is bringing through? Rhonda, we're in the mother position here for this one. What do you think it is?
Mothers of Lemuria.
The Star Mothers. Yes.
The Star Mothers. Oh, I'm so sorry.
The Pleiadian star mothers. Well, it's the same thing that you said. It's the same. I'm just clarifying it. Yeah.
No,
So
right.
because the Pleiadian star mothers have done a lot to tell us about this whole divine feminine lineage and to teach it to us to where it's still with us. Everyone that has had a past in Lemuria, these things are still in our DNA and stuff. And so I'm so excited that she's going to be sharing with us things from them. She's working on that new book, channeled from the Pleiadians, and it's about we are the next Lemuria. Here it is. It's time. Everything that we were back then, it's time to embody that and bring it back. And how healing is that going to be? What do you think?
That sounds exciting. I can hardly wait.
Beautiful. And that sounds like an invitation to like step into our wisdom, amidst all the noise and the distractions, right? And allowing us to get pinged by whatever, by whatever might come through that specific conversation. Well, I suppose all conversations. And as a mother, we get to a point of, what's important? What's the highest priority here? Mm-hmm. And this is way beyond like picking battles or whatever, right? What serves the greater good? And the perspective from a star mother, that is the greater good for all beings here on our blessed planet.
She's brought through meditations here for us before that just bring you to tears. You remember that, Rhonda? Yeah. They just being that in touch with the star mothers, feeling them that much in your presence, when you're doing that meditation and stuff. It's I want to say it's overwhelming, but it's really exciting in a way. But it just, you feel so full of love and full of, it's okay, you're all right. And those, all these kind of feelings that you don't get every day. It's like, oh, wow, thank you. And I love that. But okay, so she actually has a whole course going on about how we are the next Lemuria. And I think it's in 4 parts. I can't really remember. But one of the things that she does is a drawing exercise. So if you come for Dr. Amber Wolf on April 26th, be ready. We'll be doing a drawing exercise.
Bring your sketch pad and your color plate, pencils.
Yep. Bring all the fun stuff. Then from there, like you guys are talking about, we're doing the card pulls, the Taurus card pulls. And so that'll be a lot of fun, and we'll feature. I have the Divine Feminine Oracle from that book you sent, Rhonda. Remember Megan Watterson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that'll be fun. But our part 3 continues with none other than Light Star. Light Star is always amazing, and she always has this beautiful, beautiful light language to show. And being part 3, she's coming through in the priestess position. So what do you think she happens to be bringing through as she's talking about things? She brings through divine feminine priestess energy and a light language activation. I am so excited just to hear about that. And what she's really doing is she's inviting us to reconnect with the frequency of the divine feminine in a deeper and more powerful way. I mean, I'm ready for that. How about you all?
So great. So great.
And then finishing it off, this is in the crone position, the ending of it all. Now, like if this had been a comedy bit and we're putting people in, like the first comedian, the second, the last one here is the one who brings it home. Okay, so this whole thing here, we're not doing comedy. I haven't learned that yet, but eventually, no. But anyway, we have somebody who is so connected to the divine feminine, and I'm so excited to have her on. And it's Laura Hofsford.
Oh,
and
she's here today.
Before. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Hi, Laura. There we go.
Yeah, it's so exciting. And so we're still touching bases on the material coming through. But if you know the work, this position is about spiritual mastery, initiations, transformation, and the shadow work. oh my God, all the fun stuff, isn't it? Isn't that where it all really happens? And so Laura is bringing it home for us on May 17th. And right after that, there's an hour. Okay. The show starts at 12 noon Eastern time, right? And so then at, I guess it'd be 2:00, 2:30 Eastern time. For me, it's like 1:30 Eastern time. I mean, it's 1:30 Central time. So anyway, there's an after party where we're inviting all of the audience to come and speak to the speakers yourself. Come ask them the questions that you had while you were listening, or share the insights that you gained from what they shared with you. You could talk one-on-one with them at this little after party, and each of them, it's optional. Okay. So I'm telling them, you could come or not, but I'm inviting them all. And so they're going to we're putting swag bags together. And even as Spirit Sessions ladies are putting a swag bag together, which means there's free things that you can do, like meditations, activations, or different things. And so that's all coming together. I've never put this together before. And so this is the first time. So the call to action here is, if you want to get invited to this after party, now's the time to start messaging me, Teresa Warren, and telling me that I want to be a part of that. Here's my email. So once I have your email, and then when I get this link and everything all set up, boom, you got your ticket. Okay.
And how do they get you? How do they get in touch with you? What's
the best way as that I love is Facebook, Facebook Messenger over there. Just click, and get in touch with me. But there's also the Teresa Warren Empath at gmail.com.
Okay, I got it. Teresa Warren. Okay.
A lot of mail comes there. So, but yeah, I guess the best way is Facebook, but that's okay. I'm branching out. So it's going to be so exciting, you guys. What do you think about it so far?
I'm excited. That's excited. Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm always up for a good party and a celebration, right? Like our circle just grows bigger, and I can see us all standing there, like holding hands in the ethers, and just, honoring, letting each other rise up and shine as brightly as we can in a beautiful space of mutual honor and recognition. And this is open to men as well, of course.
Oh yes, because we all have both parts. I mean, inside, the yang and the yin.
And I like me a good swag bag. I haven't decided my contribution yet, but it's likely, because of the nature of an international audience, it'll be some kind of Zoom session, so people can access it no matter where they are.
Yeah, same with me. So
yeah.
So how exciting. So there's 3 questions in particular that I'm asking each of our guests for all 4 parts of the series, but I would like to ask you guys those questions right now. You up for that?
I thought we were supposed to be asking you questions.
I woke up earlier than all of you.
Well, yeah, probably you did this morning. It is Sunday here. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I did sleep in a half hour, but I went to bed.
Good for you.
So yeah, I'm trying. Okay. The first question I'm asking everyone, or that we're asking them, is, when you think of unleashing the voice of the divine feminine, what comes up for you? And how has this shaped your work?
I grew up in a family of, there was 5 women in my family, my poor father, but it was a good thing, because my father was Archie Bunker. So if anybody can relate to that. But I think that was my father's karma, that his lesson was how to learn to live with women. And he created 4 feminists, just because because of course we're not the Little Women in the Alcott novel. We are 4 very strong females. And I think the divine feminine for me was to know that the divine spirit that overlooks us all is part divine feminine. And that makes us worthy all by itself, that we are female. We are no less than any else of God's creatures. We are on the same equal plane. We don't have to bend or cow or bow to anyone or anything because we are divine females. We create life in our own bodies and can create life in our own bodies, but we also create ideas, like you guys said. We create we are the mothers of the earth. We have so many different talents that complement the divine male, divine
Yes, yes.
masculine. And without the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the world would not be the same. So there's no overshadowing. It's a partnership, and it should be a
Yes,
partnership.
yes.
The world needs all our gifts, and being a divine, recognizing that we're divinely here to create and to be no less, gives us, like, that's what that means to me, to being in the divine femme, embracing that
Yeah.
part of me, not trying to be more male, but
Yeah.
just trying to embrace my femaleness and be, yeah, roar. Yeah. Just because I can use a
Yeah.
chainsaw doesn't mean that I get the biggest chainsaw. I keep it all in, so, but that's part of my creativity, and it's part of my difference
It
of
is.
seeing things.
That's
Yeah.
so beautiful, Rhonda. See how I love this discussion, y'all. Woo. Teresa?
Yeah, for me, that means honoring myself as well as those around me, right? Creating a viewpoint of life, of sustainability, whether it's sustaining, a community, ecology, whatever it happens to be that's showing up, and to keep flexible with that, because sometimes my voice needs to be stronger, more mama bear, right? Other times my voice can be as soft as a whisper, or no words are needed at all. And so it's honoring what honors me. Like, as the universe breathes us, we breathe the universe as well. And to look after each other, and to make sure that we don't other someone or do judgy kind of things, right? Because they're for the grace of God go I. And to recognize we all have the rights and responsibilities with our voice and what we're doing. And exactly, Rhonda, like you said, to walk in harmony with the divine masculine aspects of ourself as well. That's so important, right? And to
Yeah.
not take ourselves so, I don't know, so seriously. There's a lot of creativity within the divine feminine that we do. So
The playfulness.
yeah, we can have some playfulness, some buoyancy, some joy with
Yeah.
everything we do, if it feels authentic, if it's authentic and that. So yeah, it's honoring authenticity, individual, unique expression in a compassionate, loving way.
Oh yeah. See, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. I love this. For me too, the similar, but things go around in Teresa head a little different over here. So I love this. To me, for me getting into the divine feminine, it's a space. And it's a space of like you guys are talking about appreciation, um, of not only the divinity and all the things, but of all of each other, the lineages, the beautiful things that you see, even in the Akashic records. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? All those lineages, you could see where the divine feminine streams and different things. It's like, this is way cool. I don't know what to do with it, but I love to see it. But so it gives us, knowing about the divine feminine and resonating with it inside gives us the space to where we belong. It gives us our purpose in what we want to do, and it gives us our strength. It gives us our recuperation when we're all taxed out. Like right now, I'm soaking up a lot of earth energy here going on. You know what I mean? It helps us to recuperate and
Yeah.
stuff. And this divine mother is everything we've all all always wanted. You know what I mean? Right there, and it's a part of us, right here. So it's here for us, and it's here for us to radiate out in beauty. And to what you guys are saying about the masculine, I've heard that it for all a lot of years it was time for the divine feminine to get to know itself, find out who we're here, we have a voice. Oh yeah, look at us, and it was that. But then once we healed ourselves and each other, then it's time to go to the male, because the male's been wounded for a lot of years too, just like we were. And if we're off balance, and so so we're healing the male, and that now a lot of more of that's happening, so that we can go in there, and that's a beautiful balance when you're using both of these parts of yourself, receiving the energy, putting it out there where it needs to go, receiving. It's a beautiful system, but now it's also time to go in and heal the inner child now too. It's like, hey, we got the parents on, tapped in and going, now let's go back to this child and heal too. So it's all exciting. I think the day that we get to do this divine feminine thing, and we have all children speakers, I think it's going to be the day I know it's fulfilled, because we're listening to the voice of the child, the children who have come in to be teachers for us. We've heard about them, and we know they're out there. We hear things now and then. When that day comes, I think it's going to be a beautiful thing right here.
Oh,
What do you think?
oh, what an honor that would be. What an honor that would be.
When it's
Yeah.
coming, it's
Oh my
coming.
gosh. It's coming. And you're right, through the divine feminine, divine masculine, like uniting the pink and the blue flames together. That's where we give birth to
There we go.
the Christ consciousness, because we've, created that good foundation. So we know when to do or when to pull back. It just all flows naturally and easily. So we don't create any karmic ripples, right? So we can stand in that position and really own it, right? And shine the light with a view from and of the light.
Yep, that's it. I love that. So the second question.
Oh boy.
Feel in. Yep, there's 3 altogether. So this is the second one. So tuning in to the divine feminine and the collective, instead of just tuning into collective energies, what's awakening in the divine feminine in 2026? What new energy, or, what are you feeling when you're tapping in there?
That we are enough. That's what I've been feeling. That self-worth, that we are enough. I actually made a post about self-worth today that I found on a bookmark that my mother had about 40 years ago.
Wow.
And I found this, and it was worth. And if you read it, I found it in some of my stuff when I was cleaning up this morning. And I thought, well, there, worth. We don't have to be second to anyone. Again, it goes back to that, but we are worthy. We are worthy, but everyone is worthy just where they are. Having full acceptance and meeting people fully on where they are at this point in time. They may not be as far along the spiritual path as we are, or they may be way further along the spiritual path. But no matter where they are, that's where we should meet them and honor their position at that time, because we don't know why they came in and what they decided to come in to learn this time.
Yes.
But we're all came in to learn different things this time, but we all chose to come in today. We all chose to come in and learn something. And like I was saying to my daughter the other day, there are no failures. They're just lessons.
Yeah.
So don't think of things that go wrong as failures. Think of things like, this is a lesson. This is what we need to learn from, and some lessons are tougher than others. Some lessons are tougher than others for sure, but we chose those lessons. So let's learn them the first time so we don't have to go back and
I know. Yeah.
again. So because how many times do we go,
I wish.
Why does this keep happening to me? And
that's me.
and asking for the help and receiving it and realizing that, yeah, well, that's the lesson I have to learn, is that I can receive abundance, joy, and goodness right here, right now, by accepting where I am
Mhm.
Ooh,
at this
ooh,
moment.
beautiful. I love that.
Lovely. Yeah. How interesting. A bookmark from 40 years ago
I
Or
helped
more,
know.
or
inform your
more, or
or
probably
more
more.
helped inform your consciousness today,
Yeah,
right?
I
A
know.
bookmark.
Coincidence? I don't think so. Yeah,
What great
Ah,
timing.
yeah.
well, I think for me, what comes up is being earth keepers and stewardship.
Okay,
And
yeah.
we need to start within ourselves, fight whatever inner battles we might have, like whether it's shadow work, whatever that might entail, and then how can I show up without agenda to my family, my friends, my community, and my world, and the beings, like, find a cause, if one can. Donate prayers, maybe just $5 a month, even, like, just something to do to help support everyone and everything. And you're absolutely right again, Rhonda, about everyone's in a different place. We have no idea what people are here to do or to learn. Maybe someone it's not to find a cause because they found so many causes and so many alternate lives. It's time for them to dial into themselves. So it's about allowing people the space to find their own truth and let them live their own truth. And sometimes that brings us together, sometimes it doesn't bring us together. And just to honor everyone's own timeline and their path as expressions of the divine. And then just let things be. Just let things be. So, yeah.
Ooh,
Yep.
beautiful. Oh, what great teachers I sit here with. I love this. So,
Are we the
another thing.
Crones?
Yeah, I think so, Rhonda. I don't feel that maiden energy
There's got to
anymore.
be
Okay.
there's got to be another name than crone. What's the other name, Teresa? There's another
Like an
slightly,
elder.
yeah, like a slightly sweeter phrase than the crone. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, an
yeah.
elder, but mind you, I've met kids that have elder energies,
Yeah, for real.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
there's that.
so it's
Yeah.
not quite elder. Um,
I have to.
oh,
I
they used
heard.
to come with, all these golden agers or whatever,
Yeah,
but
there was
yeah,
another name for the crone. I'm going to have to Google it while I'm sitting here while you go ahead,
yeah.
Teresa. I'll
Okay,
Google
all
it.
right.
I'll come up
Yeah,
with
I
it.
see this. I love this. So, um, okay, I forgot the question. Hang on, let me go back. Oh, what's awakening for in 2026? Well, first of all, some of the things from before that have been awakening are we have new skills and things coming on as we're getting rid of more and more of the old, which, oh my God, every new moon, full moon, every lineup and everything, there's ample opportunity to be clearing energy and getting back. And as we clearing these things, more is coming back to us. So much more so that we are getting near to being able to do some of the things that we've only heard about and stuff. That energy a mom has to lift the car off of her child or something, that doesn't have to be a miracle anymore. We could all be doing that, but hopefully there's other things than lifting a car. I mean, you know what I mean? That was just the only example because I read that one. But these energies are coming back to us. We can do more. So much more is available, and we can play with them. Is it through sound? Is it through the way we were thinking in that moment? What can we play with? What can we see now? There's so much more as we are evolving here. There's so much more to already play with, and you got to play with it first. Well, I don't know. Actually, some things could get called into action because it's needed, right? Okay, that's like suddenly I'll remember my Spanish when I need to find a bathroom. All of a sudden, it's like, where's it at? Instead, donde está el baño? I was like, help, But so sometimes emergencies do, but sometimes the growth, the inspiration of all of us together. There's just so many ways for all of this to grow and to play with and to be open to. And so I'm really, really excited about what's to come. And so in 2026, I see more of that. I see more of us seeing things as, oh, these are everyday things, or like things that were once only quantum. Like you guys, it's more everyday people sitting there putting the red light on themselves and things. You know what I mean? I'm saying
yeah.
more and more of this is going to be normal. And I love it for us and pets, for the trees. I mean, this is goodness for all of us. So that's kind of the things I'm seeing. So,
Mm.
Well,
Rick,
I did do a deep dive, and I think
okay,
you'll love it. And
okay.
you can reword this, the crowned one.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
Off, a positive reinterpretation of the crone is the crowned one. The queen or wise one, often used in neo-pagan contexts. So the matriarch or the elder, but the wise one or the queen or the crowned one, whichever one you like better.
Meaning her crown chakra is fully open and in bloom, right?
And that's why our hair goes gray.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
As
it.
we
You did
lighten up. But
it.
no, that's right. No, because we get closer, the crown is white. It kind of descends on us that way.
Oh, how exciting!
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
yay, white
aren't we
hair.
in exciting times? I love this. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm trying hard here.
Well,
So
it's way better than the hag. Anyways, so
yeah,
there
the
we go.
crown.
Oh,
So last question I'm asking all the speakers is, what is one practice or perspective that you recommend to help people embody their voice of divine feminine in everyday life?
What do I do personally?
Yeah, that's
I,
good.
I,
I love
I
it.
am a big coach for, stopping people when their self-talk is negative and saying, hey,
Ooh,
I just make them become aware of what they're saying. And I just gently say, "Oh, that's not right. This is not like, don't talk to yourself like that. You wouldn't talk to anybody else like that. Why are you talking about yourself like that?
yeah, I hate when that happens. Yeah,
But why are you calling yourself a failure? You wouldn't call anybody else a failure for making a mistake. So why
right.
are you doing that to someone yourself? Like, you need to you need to fill your cup first.
Yeah, yeah,
Because what you fill your cup with is what you're going to overflows into the world. So
right.
filling your cup with positive things overflows. Like Teresa Clan, Miss Positivity up there. Just like as soon as she comes, you can feel that comfort and joy all around her.
oh,
And,
Oh,
and
like
golden
that.
radiance.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, yeah,
Exactly. You can feel that. You feel that softness, that soft, wonderful, calming, loving energy that exudes from her.
can I get
Yes.
that in writing, please?
Yes, sure, sure. I'll write that up for you later. The crowned one. So yes,
That's
as
funny.
being one of the crowned ones here. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to, and I don't do it. I try not to be over, but I just say, hey, that's not, or I try to find people like just like what I did when the kids when they were doing something right. It's really hard to
Oh,
find when your kids are doing something right sometimes, but point it out to them. Say, oh, look at you. Like, look at what a great way to think yourself out of that problem. Or oh, thank you for, doing that for me. I like to be thankful for people to know that they're appreciated and
yeah.
everyday little things and say thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
or telling them I love you when they even when they've just given me some more work to do. Oh, I love you. Thank you. I love that. Yay. Thanks. So that's
Ah,
what I do.
beautiful.
Try not to be a bitch all the time.
Mama Wolf, right? Mama Bear.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't bug me when I'm yeah. So that's what I try.
Well, thank you for your beautiful words and your kind words toward me, because sometimes I can step in it. And I think we all need to know that we're okay, that
Yeah.
we're okay. And so that's precious. Thank you for that. I think for me, what a stable practice that's sustainable is gratitude,
Yeah.
just gratitude. And I rarely sit down and write a list because for me, it's more feeling it.
Yeah.
like sitting there and, my daughter feeling the gratitude, and then suddenly something else will rise in my consciousness, like my nice cup of tea or what, like just whatever. It could be people, it could be situations, it could be for people I've never met, right? It could be for anything and anyone, including myself, right? We have to
Yes,
remember we're
yes.
worthy of all this. So I think for me, having a daily gratitude practice just lights up all that positivity.
Yeah.
So we don't have to, beam or send love, because we are those fields of safety, and we are those fields of love. And that also for me, gratitude is like the great equalizer. If I'm really authentically living with a mindset of gratitude, then I'm equal. There's a energetic of equanimity, and I'm
Mm.
equal with everything, and that helps create and sustain harmony and peace. And yeah, so gratitude, I mean, sometimes I get fancy and I do like a little ceremony, which is a good thing to do.
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
times it's just a few minutes, even just for 5 minutes a day. And then, like Rhonda, you said, just allowing those moments to come up to share appreciation with someone, right? Oh, well, like saying it, oh, thank you for opening the door for me. Not like just thanks and going on, right? I think the divine feminine is all about love, and actions without love aren't necessarily what we want to create or invite into our lives. So just being free with our compliments, you know.
Costs nothing.
Oh, what a whatever. I went to a scrapbooker's um garage sale yesterday. It was a room full of people selling the things they don't need anymore. This room packed with 99.9% women, and we were all so happy. Everyone was walking around beaming with a big smile on their face. Oh, $2, $5, oh, $10, oh, it's worth it. Like, we were all just so much enjoying each other's company because we all came together as equals, inclusive in a shared passion, in a happy place. And we can bring that field everywhere we go
Yeah.
once we acknowledge that within ourselves. So and
Whew.
gratitude for everyone here and everything, for Zoom, for StreamYard, for Jessica, of
Yeah.
course, and
Yes.
all of
Yeah.
our audience and everyone, and even the people we don't even know about that are here supporting us. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, for without you, we are not. So
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah.
the whole purpose.
I love that. That's beautiful, beautiful.
What about you, Teresa? And then we're going to ask you questions.
Okay. Well, let me get the wording on this again. It's a perspective. Okay. One thing I like to do that I've had to do this year because I've been dealing with some really, really hard going anxiety, like since my dad died. And so that has turned my wonderful times where I was talking to my guides and getting downloads into more of a like I keep saying, like a Five Nights at Freddy kind of adventure. It's a video game thing,
Mm.
and it's scary. And so I've had to learn that one, I can filter every single thought, because I always thought that's going to be overwhelming. But you can filter every thought. You can pay attention to each one without being overwhelmed. You can also give in to being overwhelmed too if you want. You've got that choice there. Where are you going to put your energy? And
Yeah.
so I've learned that. I do good for a long, long time. And then just like yesterday, I fall apart again. But see, I don't have to be so hard on myself for falling apart. It's like, it's okay. I needed things in place for myself and I didn't put them there. Well, I'm going to do that now. So I've learned to go inside of everything here. And I guess it's almost like finding the calm within the storm and slowly bringing it out. Because the
Mm.
sooner you bring it out, the better. But sometimes you're working through some stubbornness or ego or pride or something, And so it's like, let's get it done now. Let's work through it now and get right back to that, And it's not as hard as I thought to always be paying attention. Because to me, my thoughts should just flow freely however they want, but not if they're going to be getting me feeling like this. No more. So I started working on that. So I feel I've mastered a lot, but you know what? That just means I've opened up more levels to go through. So it's kind of exciting.
It's like Donkey Kong. Yay.
That's it.
No,
Yeah.
level 10.
Yeah. So it's like, so that's the way it goes.
Very cool. Teresa, we're getting towards the end, but we want people to know, like, you would do work, and this is your work, Teresa Warren. You're an empath, and you work. When I met you, you were working exclusively in the Akashic records because you have gifts in there. And we all know that when you get into the Akashic records, it's like I recommend my friends who want to go and explore their alternate timelines to you. I work through the Akashic records in healing capacity, not so much. I shouldn't say I don't focus on the past lives, but that seems to be something that easily comes up for you. So can you tell us a little bit about that and how that work that you do and how people can get in touch with you about that work and how they can contact you? Again, I want to make sure I got the right email. So take a look at your screen. Is that the right email that people can get you in touch with? Okay. I'll leave that up for people. Okay.
So when I do the Akashic readings, well, kind of like all of us, the neat things come in and you see the neat things. Okay, when you open them. And then, but over the years, of course, with the different experiences, each different you grow from. I mean, when you're there and you're bringing through information for somebody else, you're getting a whole lot of information, maybe even more than what you're giving, because it's like radiance coming through. You're getting a lot, you know what I mean? And so you're always educating up, and then so things start to change. So I've switched now from people wanting to come to me for readings, like, oh, because you could do future potentials too, and it's like, oh, how many children am I going to have, and how many this? Okay, well, that may be fine and that may be important, but the kinds of things I see are different. You know what I mean? And so I'm steering away from the everyday things and trying to present myself as like.
I mean, you can't find my future husband.
I can't.
You're not a Tinder date.
I gotta pull it out.
You're not a Tinder date. You're not a Tinder swipe right.
Way.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
It's been interesting, and maybe I should just give in and do romance readings, but it just, no, that's just, I like, there's many other things you could do with love. Okay. It's a whole lot more than that. And I like to go into those realms. And what I could see is I can go to universes before these universes. I could see different lineages and the way things come together. And then why their lives, I could see, it's like, oh, usually it takes me about, when I could like 3 lifetimes, then I start seeing this whole soul line and understanding all these incredible things, like, oh my God, now I see why all this is happening. And it's like, you're giving them all the work, you're telling them all that stuff. Those are my favorite times to be in the zone. So
you can see like the ancestral blocks and the ancestral lessons there, or the timeline lessons that are coming. Reoccurring, that reoccurring theme.
All those kinds of things outside of lifetimes too, because I'm even coming to a change in my mind of what I feel exactly about reincarnation too, because I'm exploring deeper and deeper. And what's that other thing called? The halls of Amenti and stuff. There's so many places and adventures to be had. It's like, I can't wait till I get Alzheimer's. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to be in these places. Okay, you guys, okay, you're going to be looking for me. And I'm like, yeah, you don't believe where I'm in zones. So yeah, all that stuff. What a neat thing reading the Akashic records is, though, isn't it? I mean, there's so many answers all around, so many potentials and so many things to see. And then the funnest thing is when the guides come through and everything, they're sometimes humorous, sometimes serious. The way they show up to me actually tells me a whole lot of the story in the first place, and it's like, interesting. I don't think you could ever get bored being an Akashic reader, ever.
No.
Huh.
And I love how you view that and see that, and perhaps even how you've evolved as a Akashic reading practitioner,
Yeah.
expert. Is, yes, people, we start, love life and
Yeah.
this, or lotto numbers, no.
Yeah, I
Reading
know.
for other people who aren't present without permission, no.
Yeah.
Like, but what you're doing is you're inviting people into seeing themselves from a broader perspective.
Yeah.
So instead of feeding them one little tiny puzzle piece at a time, you're saying, here's a puzzle box. Let's see what the patterns are that are important to inform you, because the soul plays the long game. So
Yeah.
you're inviting them to real soul level evolutionary growth without micromanaging all the details. Because when we get a fix on that, or a higher perspective, or inspiration from an expert like you, then the pieces can fall into place, and
Yeah, they
and that,
filter.
yeah, it filters through, and that helps people to take responsibility for their own lives, to not outsource their authority.
Yeah.
You're helping them
Yeah.
know you are worthy of sorting this out. But isn't it helpful? It kind of reminds me of like galactic astrologers, right?
Oh, yes, yes. Isn't that
Right.
neat stuff? Yeah, I love all that stuff.
Yeah, so that's how I see what you do, is in that vein,
Yeah.
Because when
Yeah.
you change one thing, it changes everything,
Yeah.
right? Okay. That's
Yeah.
really, like, changing one thing can change everything. And so that's why we can't predict the future, because as soon as it's quantum,
Yeah.
anyway, it's
Yeah.
quantum. So as soon as if the butterfly beats its wings here, it changes everything over there. So as soon as we change one thing about ourselves, or change one thought, or change one action, we change everything going forward, right?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
not
and
only in our lives.
I heard recently, and I hopefully I'll remember who I got this from. It was just in the last week, but this person said that what is important is now, because the past and the future are the same. Just the
Yes, it's all right
details are
now.
different,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
right?
that's a part of the new view that I'm coming to. Everything really is happening all at once, which means our lifetimes in Egypt and Lemuria, they're all still happening right now. And when we get in touch with these, we talk to them. I mean, you guys, you've gone into your Akashic records, haven't you? Sat there and had discussions with her
Mm.
in your past life. I've had one weird time, like 5 lifetimes into the future, I was checking out what was going on, and I was just checking things out, and I realized, oh my God, Duke could see me, and it's like, whoa, So I didn't go back yet, but I thought it was pretty neat. I mean, there's so much more that goes on here. There's so much more to learn, and so I don't feel that. It's kind of a Bashar thing. If you ever listen to Bashar through what Daryl Inca, right?
Mhm.
And it's like it's not like each lifetime that one is done and gone, and then that lifetime comes back again. No, these are whole different parts, whole different aspects of the same soul. When we're looking back at our past lives, these are resonant energies within the whole soul that is resonant, either coming up for us to heal or to heal us. It's resonant energy, and there's a whole pool of that to get a hold of within each soul's matrix. Is that weirdness?
Nope.
What do you
No,
think?
to me, that sounds perfectly logical.
Okay, good.
It would
Okay,
drive my
good.
husband crazy, because he has a hard time with the timeline thing. But we've
Oh, yeah.
always had a hard time with the timeline thing. But like past and present. Star Trek used to always blow my mind, when they do the timeline things.
Yeah.
But then you look at It's a Wonderful Life, and it's a timeline thing, and you look at,
Yeah.
different Scrooge, it's a timeline thing. All these Christmas
In
carols.
Doctor Who.
Oh, Doctor Who. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I feel
all
like I
time.
have my own TARDIS when I'm doing Akashic Records. It's like, woo, here we go. Ready? Hang on,
Oh, and that movie with Gwyneth Paltrow, what's it called? Sliding Doors?
Oh, I didn't
Have
see
you
I
that.
seen
haven't
that
seen that.
one?
No,
No.
no. I just
Oh,
read the Midnight Library, which was
oh,
awesome.
I've heard of
awesome.
that.
Yep,
Awesome.
yep.
Midnight
Awesome.
Library. That's all like what if you change, and she gets into a space where she's in between, and she sees all
Oh.
her different choices. She's revisiting her regrets and saying she can undo the regrets and seeing where that goes. And oh, that wasn't a great idea. Oh, that wasn't a great idea. And she ends up coming back to her own life as it is, and undoes what she wakes
Oh, how
up.
fun.
Yeah, it
And
was
what
very.
she learned, because those are the gems. It's not what
Yes.
necessarily we did, it's the teachings we get from that.
Yeah, yeah.
And the invitation to forgiveness for ourselves, for others, whatever, and that leads automatically to having compassion.
Woo,
Yeah.
woo.
So we don't ever need to be afraid to look in our records, or have someone like Teresa look in our records, right? These are
Yeah.
invitations to love and beauty and healing. I mean,
We all say that we can all do it, and we can all do it, but some people are better at doing it. And also, it's like when I used to have a tutor teach my kids,
Oh,
it was so much better than I could teach my kids, but they
yeah.
listened better to a second voice. And listening to someone that's not you helps you understand it better from another higher perspective. Like you said, you look at it from that higher perspective, having somebody help you pull you up to that higher perspective so you can see without your ego interfering.
yeah, like this,
Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at that. So, Teresa, people can contact you through your web, or
There's
they
an
can
email there, or on Facebook, just Facebook Messenger, or
Yeah.
through the email right there. Yeah.
And all our links are in this video, so you can contact Teresa. And she's taking appointments this week. She has some openings, so just contact her. Mama needs her car fixed. No, but besides that, once Teresa does do wonderful readings and getting that higher perspective, and she's very affordable at this point in time. So once she goes on the road, she may be less affordable. So
And I
doing
take
a
a
world
tour.
tour, world tour. So yeah, once she goes on her Egypt tour, it'll be more expensive. But right now, she's pretty reasonable. So check her out and get in contact with her. So that's
Thank you.
wonderful.
Thank you. So I'm excited about what's coming, and I can't wait for everybody to come to get a hold of me or us, to see who's going to come to this party, because oh my God, the things that we can do at the Breakthrough Show Network, these kind of things. So I'm excited. And next week we have Kiralani coming in for part 1 of the Divine
Oh, that'll be
Feminine
so
series.
much fun. Yeah,
It will
I've met
be.
Kira. She stayed at my house all the way
Yeah.
from the West Coast. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, because she had connections to Toronto, so she came this way for a visit. Yeah.
That had been fun walking the forest when I was.
It was fun walking the
Yeah.
forest. Yeah, we did
The
walk
two
my
of you.
forest.
Woo.
Yeah, talking to my old trees. Yeah, it was great.
Mm.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
So
It'll
join
be-
us next week, and it'll be really a lot of fun. We're having family come back for this, Woo,
Yeah,
woo.
yeah. Going back to that'll be so much fun. You've met Kira, haven't you, Teresa, before, or maybe not?
I haven't, no.
Okay.
Yeah. She was in Emily's class too, wasn't she? Or did she? Yeah.
Well, I think she met her later on when through Coach Nick.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there it goes.
That was another timeline. So
Where's that smudge?
all good lessons. All good lessons.
Oh yeah,
All
we love
good
learning,
lessons.
don't we? We love learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, but thank you so much, Teresa, for sharing that and sharing our introduction to the Divine Feminine. Now everybody has a
Woo, woo,
better
woo.
idea with the series, and I do too now. And I'm glad we're the crowned ones instead of the crones. So it sort of sounds like the same, but the crowned ones are better.
Yeah,
So,
I love that.
We're going to use that from now on.
Yes.
You hear that all? Yeah. So anything else, TK, anything else from you and your wonderful look?
No, I think I'm feeling a lot of gratitude. I'm just feeling full of so much appreciation and looking forward to how my day unfolds.
Okay.
Sunday mornings always brighten me up, and so I feel all loved up and I can feel like I can take on the world. So thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Jennifer, cousin Jennifer. Yay.
Hey, Jennifer.
So watch us on YouTube. It'll be later on our podcast. Please subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't done it. Just subscribing, it's all free. Just trying to get our numbers up. If you haven't done it, please just check and see that you've subscribed. A lot of times we think we have and we haven't. So subscribe. It really, really helps us out. Can't stress that enough. And thank you so much for all being here, and share this out. And love you all. And we'll say see you next week.
Yeah.
Aloha.
See you next week.
Aloha.
Come join the party.
Aloha.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
This is a view